Have you ever felt it? That deep, kinda unexplainable ache in your heart, even when life is, well, good? A feeling that there's just gotta be more than this. Well, today we're gonna dive into where that universal longing comes from and the incredible story of hope it might be pointing us toward. It's the question that kind of whispers to us in our quietest moments, isn't it? After we lose someone, or maybe just when we're staring up at the stars at night, we can't help but wonder, what happens after this? It's a question that connects every single one of us, no matter who we are or where we're from. And then there's this other thing, this weird paradox. You can check all the boxes, right? Get the great job, have the loving family, all the outward signs of success. And still, that hollow feeling can just creep back in. It's confusing, and honestly, it's a deeply personal struggle that so many of us face in silence, wondering if we're the only ones who feel this way. All of these questions really lead to an even bigger one. Is this all there is? Just a cycle of work, sleep, and survive? Or were we actually designed for a much deeper purpose? And let's be really clear here. These aren't just questions for religious people. These are questions that echo in the heart of every single human being. And this is exactly where our story really begins. That feeling, that feeling of thirst, of carrying some hidden burden, of being just a little bit lost, that's not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're human. In fact, that very need is the first step on a journey towards something so much more.
Okay, so what if that ache isn't just some random feeling? What if the Bible suggests it's something way deeper, like an ancient memory we all carry? Let's dig into that idea.
So look at this. On the one hand, you have the original design, humanity, created for a direct, personal relationship with God, living in total trust and a deep, real sense of belonging. But then, on the other hand, you have our shared reality, this feeling of separation, this tendency we all have to just kind of drift away, and that ache that comes right along with it. Now, what's really, really interesting here is how it defines a very loaded word, sin. In this context, sin isn't just a list of bad things you did. It's the core condition of being separated from the very source of life and meaning and love. That separation, that's the root of the problem. And this is the central idea, the real heart of it. That longing you feel for more isn't some flaw in your psychology. It's an echo. It's your soul remembering a connection it was literally designed for, a memory of a place we can call home. So if separation is the problem, what was God's response? A lot of people think it was just a big list of rules and threats, but the story actually begins with something completely different, a relentless, loving pursuit. Think about this. Long before Jesus ever spoke about judgment, he revealed God's character using these powerful images. He's not some distant judge just waiting for us to mess up. No, he's a loving father actively looking for his lost children, a shepherd who leaves the 99 other sheep to go find the one who's wandered off, a parent who sees their child coming home from a long way off and just runs to embrace them. Now look at the order here, because this is absolutely crucial. The story doesn't start with a warning. Step 1, it starts with love. And from that foundation of love, step 2, God calls us back into that relationship. Only then, step 3, comes the warning, which, if you think about it, is really an expression of love, like telling someone you care about that there's danger ahead. And the final step, number 4, is the offer of rescue, of salvation. See, it all begins and ends with love. This is such a crucial distinction to make. In this view, judgment isn't God actively punishing us. It's the final, tragic outcome of our own choice to live apart from the source of all life and love. It's God honoring our decision to say no to him forever. And this brings us right to the very heart of the entire story. If separation is the problem, then salvation has to be all about restoring that broken connection. The entire Christian story really hinges on this one idea. Jesus' life was a rescue mission. He didn't come to shout at us from the far side of a giant canyon. He came to become the bridge across it, to save us from being permanently separated from God. And this completely reframes what salvation truly is. It's not about trying really hard to become a better person to earn some kind of reward. It's about having a broken relationship restored. It's a gift of reconciliation, of being brought back into union with God himself. And this personal journey we're on fits into a much, much larger historical timeline, as you can see here. The first coming of Christ basically threw the door of invitation wide open for absolutely everyone. The present, the age we're living in right now, is this incredibly important time of decision. And the second coming, it isn't just an end, but a great revealing, a moment when our true relationship with God is finally made clear for all to see.
So, what does this all mean for us, right here today? Well, it means the story isn't over. It actually ends with an open door.
Just notice the language that's used. It's not, you are sentenced or you must do this. It's an invitation. It's gentle, it's open, and it's available to anyone. Come, believe, receive. It's a relational plea, not some kind of legal demand.
And this is the ultimate hope. The whole story comes full circle. It doesn't end in judgment, but in total restoration. A new creation where there is no more death, no more loss, and no more separation. The relationship is finally and fully healed. So let's bring it right back to where we started. If you feel that deep longing, that emptiness, that persistent sense that there just has to be more to life,
The message of this entire story is this. If you feel that way, there is nothing wrong with you. In fact, it's a sign that you're truly alive. You are not broken. You are simply remembering the connection you were made for. That ache is a compass, and it's pointing you back toward home. And so the story leaves us with this question, not with an accusation, but with open arms. With all of this in mind, what is the God you are made for inviting you into right now?